Hey guys, it's Jen. I'm here today with a book haul for you. It's been a while since my last video where I said that I was going to be trying to get back into posting videos regularly. Obviously not very regularly because it's been over a month. Um, so I figured the best way to get back into it would be to do a book haul. So this book haul are the books that I have gotten from the beginning of January, so from January to the end of March. It's not very many books considering the long time period. I haven't really bought very many this year. Two of these books I didn't even buy, so I've only technically bought 4 books this year, which is pretty good for me. So the first book that I bought this year was The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I've kind of been really into thrillers lately, and I saw this one getting hyped up on Twitter, especially by the Savvy Reader, who I follow because I do the 50-book pledge on their website, and I love talking to them on Twitter because they're a very active account and they actually respond to me. So, I mean, yeah. But yeah, I got this. I've already read it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. Would definitely recommend. Probably not going to be sticking around on my bookshelf though because it's a thriller and I don't really reread thrillers because I just don't see the point in it. There's not going to be any surprise the second time around. It's not, they're not really a book that I find myself looking to reread. But I will be passing this on to my dad because he also enjoys thrillers a lot and I just like sharing my books with him. The second book that I picked up this year was The Keeper of the Mist by Rachel Numier. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I think, sorry if I'm wrong, but I gave this one 4 out of 5. I picked it up for my book club in January and I enjoyed it. So I'm also shocked that of the first 2 books here that I bought in January, I have read both of. I know, it's ridiculous and crazy, and I'm really happy that I read it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. It is essentially what this is about is the main character works in her mother's bakery. Her mother has passed away. Her father is the king, uh, of course. She is a bastard. Um, Her parents aren't married. She's not legitimate. And the way it works is in this kingdom, the magic chooses who they want to rule, who they want to be the protectors of the realm. The magic chooses her rather than her legitimate brothers. The magic goes on to her, and she suddenly becomes the leader, and she has to fulfill this role rather than being a baker, which is what she wanted to do. She has to now do a whole bunch of things. She has to learn how to be nobility, and it was a really interesting read. It's definitely something that I enjoyed. The next book that I picked up was also in January, and I have also read it, and that is Batman Nightwalker by Marie Lu. I've been reading the DC Icons books. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. Really enjoyed Marie Lu's books in the past. Unfortunately, this one was a bit a disappointment for me. I still enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 out of 5, but it wasn't quite on the caliber that I was expecting from Marie Lu. But it was interesting to read a little bit about a teenage Batman. My husband is obsessed with Batman. It's his favorite, it's his favorite DC superhero, just because he is a rich guy. He doesn't have any special powers. So it was very interesting, and unfortunately just fell a little flat from what I was expecting. The next book that I picked up is one that I listened to on audio, and then I loved it so much that I had to go pick it up, and it just so happened that a special edition had just come out of this book, so I got The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This is the 10th anniversary edition. It has red pages, red edge pages. It has little illustrations throughout the book. It's just a really beautiful copy of it. There's like a letter here from Kavoth. I just really enjoyed this book, and I gave it a, I want to say I gave it a 5 out of 5. And I just needed to pick up this copy because it's just so beautiful. And I just like having beautiful books. Obviously, lots of books behind me. I enjoy owning nice books. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and I have read The Wise Man's Fear since finishing this one. Also really enjoyed it. Now I'm stuck with everyone else waiting for the third book. When's it going to come out? Nobody knows. So hopefully soon. And then the last two books are ones that I haven't read yet. The first one here is an arc of a book that I won on Twitter through the Savvy Reader. It's I Know My Name by C.J. Cook. It is about a woman who wakes up in Greece. She doesn't know anything about how she got there or anything. All she knows is her name. At the same time, there's someone who has disappeared in London. She has a new mother, and just nobody knows where she's gone. So I think it's probably the same person. I could be wrong. This is the art cover. It is not what the book actually looks like. This book is already out. Came out in June of last year. But I'm really looking forward to reading this because it sounds really interesting, to read about someone with amnesia who has no idea like how they've gotten to where they are and just knowing their name and that's it. But yeah, it sounded really good, so obviously I entered the giveaway for it and was shocked when I won because I don't really ever win anything anymore. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Hopefully I will enjoy this as well. And the final book that I have here to show you is one that I got through the Reddit book exchange. I had never heard of this book before, which is really surprising, but it sounds really good, and it's This Mortal Coil by Emily Sugata. This is a science fiction. I'm not really 100% sure on what it is about. It has something to do with like recoding DNA and stuff like that. It sounds really interesting. I'm hoping that I'm going to read this one this month. It's on my TBR for this month, so hopefully I will read it this month. But yeah, I'm really excited that my giftee managed to pick up something that I had never heard of because, you know, I tend to see a lot of books. Also something that I had never read. Mind you, I did give them a link to my Goodreads so that they would kind of have an idea of what I've read and what I own, because I have so many books that I would kind of feel bad if like they worked so hard to gift me something and then it was something I had already read. But yeah, so they sent me this, which I'm really happy with and excited to read. They also sent my daughter a book. They sent her the BFG by Roald Dahl. I'm excited for her to read that eventually. She is into reading chapter books now. She's in grade 1, so she's reading chapter books. She's doing really well with her reading. But yeah, she was excited to also receive a book. Anyways. So yeah, these are the 6 books that I have received so far this year, and actually have finished 4 of them, so only 2 have been added to my extremely large TBR of over 200 books. I really need to get on that. Hopefully, like, I've been reading a lot of books this year. I've read 43 books, I think, at this point. I'm probably not going to go over all those with you guys in any video because 43 books is a lot of books to go over. You can check out my Goodreads if you want to know what I've been reading. But yeah, I had a really strong start to the year so far, but most of those have been audiobooks, so I don't own them. They've been through the library. But yeah, these are the 6 books that I've gotten so far this year. What I've read so far, I've really enjoyed. I'm hoping that I really like the last 2 of them, and I'm hoping to get those read soon. So yeah, let me know down below if you've read any of these, or if you have any and are looking forward to them, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!